Hey, Captain Logos here, preacher at law, teaching the word, inspiring, 3 minutes at a time. Hey, I want to talk to you about King Josiah. This king came to power, and he did all the right things, right? One of the few, right? And he destroyed the idols, killed all the false prophets, killed all the false priests. He went and he just made everything right. And then, right, after making everything right in the nation of Israel, getting rid of all the idolatry, getting rid of all the priests, getting rid of everything, he does one thing wrong. He goes up to war against Necho from Egypt. And ironically, Necho says, hey, don't go to war with me. I have nothing to do with you. I'm doing God's business. Now, Necho probably wasn't talking about their God. He was probably talking about his God. But God used Necho to prophesy to him. Because the problem was, Josiah did not go before the Lord and ask to do this battle. And when you go before the Lord and you do a battle without God's presence, you're going to lose. And of course, Josiah thought he could get outside of this. He hides himself, right? He disguises himself, but he's still shot by an archer. And he ends up dying. Now, what I want to compare here, and I'm going to leave the moral of the story up to you. Good king does everything right, but then he decides not to follow God, not to ask for his permission, goes out on his own, and he dies. There's another king that sort of does the same thing, but he hated God. Ahab, right? He dies in the exact same way. Goes into battle without God telling him to go into battle. He dies by an archer. He gets propped up in a chariot, and he says, I've been injured. And he dies in the exact same way. A king that does everything right, except for he then follows his own way, dies in the exact same way as a king who hated God and did everything wrong. So, I'll leave the moral of the story up to you, but I'm going to follow God all the time, in all ways, to the best of my ability. Because I don't want to end up like either of those kings. Now, go get your face in the Bible.